Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, I think we're gonna do a random ranking today. I got like a couple cool like videos that I need to film, but they're gonna take a while, and I gotta get some stuff done before work tomorrow. I put it off all weekend, unfortunately, and I gotta do it tonight. So we gotta do a quick little random ranking. Let's see if we can do this in under 10 minutes. Let's find out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking 3 movies. Okay, maybe one from here, and then let's try and not venture out too far and see what that does. What is that? And then maybe something, I don't know. Let's take it over here and see what this does. All right. Cool. Yeah. Let's not do that one because I can never remember if I saw it all the way through or just a portion of it. And then, so let's do this. Yeah, we can do that. I don't think I've done this one yet. In a while. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But anyway, let's start with that one. Did I recently, I feel like I might have recently ranked this one, but we're doing it again. This is Bruce Almighty. This here is Jim Carrey, the King of 94. This is not 94 though. Where was I? I was probably in high school around this time, I would think, because I remember I took Laura to see it. So that would be, yeah, that would be probably the 2000s, or like at 2000, maybe 99, but I don't think it's a 99 movie. I don't see a year on here. They need the year easy to spot. Maybe it is, and I'm just not seeing it. But yeah, he gets like the powers of God, right? Like, and he can answer prayers and stuff like that, and he just decides to answer everybody's prayer, and then everybody gets what they want, and then it creates all sorts of havoc. And I mean, there's more to it than that, but that's just like one example of his powers here. And God is played by Morgan Freeman. Jennifer Aniston is in this, playing his wife. I remember she's crying in bed, praying. A spin-off was made called Evan Almighty, starring Steve Carell. Steve Carell is in this. He like takes it's weird. He like has a career shift, because in here he is a news anchor, and as is he, remember, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Beautiful. And then, yeah, in the sequel, you got Steve Carell, and then he becomes like Noah from Noah's Ark. What I don't like about that is he's also, they're like in the sequel, they're treating it like, I think I saw that in the theater. I feel like they're trying to, did I work at the movie? Did that come out in 04 or 05? Somewhere when I worked at the theater or friends worked at the theater and I just hopped in. But anyway, in Evan Almighty, it's like they're treating it like the Santa Claus, where he physically takes on the traits also of Noah. But here, nothing really changes about him physically. He's not a bearded man. Well, in this case, I mean, I guess, you know, Morgan Freeman is what God looks like, but that generic version of God with a long beard and robe and everything, that never happens to him. But that does happen in the sequel, and I always thought that was so weird. I don't know, the sequel was not for me. Oh, from the director of Liar Liar, wonderful. But yeah, I thought this was good and funny. Didn't it have an end credit scene at the end, or not end credit scene, but like bloopers at the end? I feel like it did, because I remember me and the girl I took to go see it, we stood up, started walking, and then the bloopers happened, and I feel like I remember we stood in the aisle and watched those. Anyway, I do like it, but it's not like one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies. Next, we have Newsies. Last time I saw this was on a Thanksgiving, no, on a Black Friday with my friends, because what we all did, we would always go shopping for movies and other Black Friday deals, and then I would have Thanksgiving at my mom's house, and then after that, me and my friends would all meet up at somebody's place and then watch one of the movies that we purchased, and this was one of the movies that was purchased by the people who were hosting that year. So yeah, that was the last time I watched this, and I haven't watched it since. Christian Bale is in it. Why do I know this kid from? Was he on a TV show? Was he on, like, Growing Pains or something? Why do I know that guy? Something so familiar about him. But yeah, this is, Batman. Siskel and Ebert give it thumbs up. Big, bright, rousing, says Los Angeles Times. A winner, says the Associated Press. I remember, liking it more when I was a kid, and then when on that rewatch. I mean, it was mostly background anyway on that rewatch, so I probably shouldn't even, act like I watched it, because that's what we would do. We would put one of the movies that we watched on the television while we had our Thanksgiving feast. So it was more background noise. So, I really can't say that that was my most recent watching. It was the most recent time the movie was in a player and I was in that room. But Anne Margaret, Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall. Gosh, I can't even remember Robert Duvall in this. Weird. Walt Disney. They found the courage to challenge. Oh yeah, it's about unions, right? The newspaper unions. Yeah. Anyway, good, but also not my favorite musical or anything. But I remember when it came out, and yeah. What year did this come out? 83. Never mind. Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say, Best Actor Tender Mercies, 83. But when did this come out? Because I do feel like I remember the advertising for this. Just tell me when the movie was released. I don't know. It's not in here. They should always have that information available. But I'm not seeing it. All right, next we have The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I love this. It's Victorian, right? Victorian era characters, or their descendants of characters. Or no, it's Victoria, right? Isn't it Victorian era literature characters plus Tom Sawyer's grandson or something like that, right? And that's supposed to be like Tom Sawyer's grandson. But yeah, you have the Invisible Man over here. You have Call Me Ishmael, but that's not him. Ishmael's in it, but why can't I think of his name? Captain Ahab, and then Alan Quartermain, Harker, Jekyll and Hyde, and then Dorian Gray right there. I love this movie. A lot of people don't like it. This is Sean Connery's last film, last movie he made. The reason he did this one was because he passed on so many movies that he didn't understand, and then they became mega hits. And this one, he was like, I don't understand it, but you know what? Everything else that I passed on became a mega hit. This probably will too. And then it didn't become a mega hit, but you know what? It did for me. I love this movie. I really do like it. I haven't watched it in a while, but I used to put this one on repeat all the time. The Nautilus is just very cool. I don't know. I love the idea that it's like an ensemble. They're like an Avengers of Victorian literature characters. I don't know. To me, it's very cool. So, how are we going to rank them? Oh my goodness, I said under 10 minutes and I don't know if we're going to make it. Okay, so this is my ranking. I already know. It's the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, then Bruce Almighty, and then Newsies. Though I should say I should give Newsies a rewatch, but even if I did, I really don't see it surpassing these films for me. I really do love this one. I guess you could call this a guilty pleasure, but I don't feel guilty about it. It's more of a I like it, and I know everyone else does not. But yeah, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, followed by Bruce Almighty, and then Newsies. But my question to you is, have you seen these films? These three right here. And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.